Welcome into our Click It or Ticket post-game show. Campbell moves to 6-1 in Big South play with an impressive win over Winthrop tonight by 16 points. We do a lot of post-game interviews, but we're excited to have Svenja Nuremberg with us today as our player of the game. And Svenja, your team was very balanced. 10 different players scored. What's it like when every player can get involved on your team?
That's amazing. Like, we really played as a team. We had a plan and we really did like we had to, and we moved the ball. We played inside, outside. We made threes. Like, the post players made move inside. Like, everyone was involved. That was just great.
We showed a couple of your passes to Shai Tooley tonight. How have you guys found so much chemistry?
It's just I like to pass, and I have so much confidence in my players. So when I see them open, I just want to pass them, and I know they will make it. So yeah, that's just so fun that I have so much confidence in my teammates and to move the ball.
What's it like in that first half when you go to break and you check the box score and you're like, oh, they only have 12 points at halftime? And what does that say about your team?
Yeah, we played so good defense. I think it was our best defensive game. Like, we had a plan, like I already said, and we really did the plan, and everyone helped everyone, and yeah, we just played good as a team, and yes.
Svenja, my final question, your weekend of classes, what's been your favorite class so far?
I think psychology, because my major is social work, so it's a bit similar, and I'm really interested in it.
Well, we appreciate Svenja, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
So that's Svenja Nuremberg with her thoughts on the big win today. We'll bring in Ronnie Fisher to break down his performance as his club moves to 6-1 in league play. How about Campbell now undefeated at home? They have been dominant in this building all season long, and that continues tonight with a nice win over Winthrop in this matchup as we get Ronnie Fisher all set up and ready to go here on our Click It or Ticket post-game show. Okay, Coach, so there's a lot of points in a ball game where your team looked impressive in this game. Do you ever look at this box score and find anything that isn't up to your standards from a game like this tonight?
Well, I don't. I'm really proud of everything that went into the game. I thought we really prepared well with one-day preparation, and we came out and we were ready to go. And we played as a great team the first half on offense and defense. And then, I was a little disappointed that the fourth quarter we didn't play very well. And we kind of played – I don't know if we played aggressive enough to score. And we also just didn't have the energy we had to start the game. And that was a little disappointing, and we hopefully can learn from that. But to answer your question, yes, you can look at the stat sheet, and we had 15 turnovers. I think 7 or 8 of them came in the fourth quarter, and that's not how you want to end a game. And we had a lot of different people on the court, a lot of different combinations, but that's no excuse. We should be better than that. We didn't communicate well enough. But it's okay, and I told them in the locker room there's a lot to be proud of and a lot of positives, and there's a lot to learn. And if we can continue to win games and learn from those, I think that'll help us. It'd be awesome as a coach, obviously, if you can learn from wins, but that's the hardest thing for a team. It's easy to learn from a loss, hard to learn from a win. But hopefully we can learn a little bit about that fourth quarter, and they came after us too. They play with a lot of pride. They've got a good team. We kind of played well in the first half, but they came after us in the fourth quarter, and we didn't respond well enough. But that's okay.
What did you learn about your team in this first 6-game stretch where it was condensed in these first 2 or 3 weeks, and now you've had a chance to evaluate and look at your team through 6 games?
Well, I think we're getting better, and I think that's important. And we've got a toughness to us if we can continue that's really refreshing, and it starts with Haley Barber, the toughness she brings, and her man that she guards has a tough time scoring. And, we feed off of her on defense, and we've gotten better defensively. And hopefully that can continue. And then offensively, it's just been a little inconsistent, but showed signs of being a really good team. And although our record is pretty good in conference, we're nowhere near the team we need to be by the end of the year. And I know that as a coach, and they know that as players, and we've got to go take tomorrow off and work 2 days to get better.
Well, Coach, this weekend, kind of a homecoming for you down to Presbyterian. Never an easy game, and certainly a nice start here in conference play.
Yeah, it'll be nice to go home. We have a lot of friends there, and they'll be at the game, but it's not nice playing PC. They're really tough. They play the best zone in our league, and it's a different zone. It's like a football team going to playing a team that's running the option that you hadn't seen all year, and it's difficult to prepare for in 2 days. And they play hard, and they've got some really good players, so I mean, their record doesn't matter. I've seen them play, and I know how good they are, and Coach Sharp always has them ready. So it's going to be a great game, and hopefully we can get ready and go down there and be ready to go.
Well, tonight, congrats on a great first half of defense and a nice win over Winthrop here in this matchup.
Thanks so much.
So Ronnie Fisher breaking down the Camels' win, moving to 6-1 in Big South play. Really impressive performance, especially when you consider how well Winthrop had been shooting the ball. Here's some highlights from tonight's game. It all started with Luana Serrano in that first half. Campbell's so balanced with 10 different players scoring, really moving the basketball around. Winthrop finally got on the board after a 5-0 hole early in the game, and alongside the Hall of Fame coach, Wanda Watkins, Evan Budrovich with you. And, Coach, you had to like the balanced scoring from Campbell in that first half.
It was great effort, an all-out effort. It wasn't one. It was all of their players. It was from the top to the bottom of their bench throughout that entire game.
Winthrop, a couple of charges in that first half as well, taken by Bolden. We see 2 of them right here. Campbell drew 5 charges in the game, and then maybe the play of the game, Nuremberg to Thule.
Yeah, it was beautiful. She threaded that beautifully and made that look so easy. And it's really not from that distance out on the perimeter to make that pass.
Hampton with a couple of blocks as well in this game. Campbell won every statistical category, and then Shai Thule off the bench heated up. 25 bench points for Campbell. When things are clicking like this, a tough team to beat, especially in this building.
Yeah, it was an all-out effort by Campbell, just both ends of the floor. Great defensive effort, great offensive effort, all the way around.
Winthrop led by 9 points from Jamison Whitfield, but then the Campbell defense tightened up in the third quarter. This game got back down to 18 points late in the third, and then Campbell closed out that third quarter so strong. We just talked with Ronnie Fisher. He was not pleased with the fourth quarter, but those first 3 were definitely dominant basketball.
Well, it's hard to keep your pace at the pace that they started throughout a basketball game when you're playing as many people as they are. But they did a good job maintaining throughout.
Taya Bolden nearly a double-double, 11 and 9. And then Brittany Staves, although she fouled out, an aggressive fourth quarter for Campbell. And really a reason why the lead never stopped growing with the contributions from this bench. And overall, just a quality performance from Campbell today.
Overall, the depth is such a talent for Campbell.
So here with the Hall of Fame coach, Wanda Watkins, and certainly with a 6-1 start in the league, you have to be pleased how Campbell's been checking the boxes so far. What has impressed you in this first stretch of Big South play?
Well, I just think their depth is the most impressive thing about Campbell right now. I mean, they're just so strong from top to bottom. It makes it difficult. They outlast people in so many ways.
Campbell is now in first place by virtue of a loss from UNC Asheville. So they head to Clinton, South Carolina this Saturday to take on Presbyterian. That'll wrap up our coverage from Gore Arena tonight. Campbell beats Winthrop in impressive fashion here inside Gore Arena.